You have a fascination anyway with MGTOWs and incels and MRAs and stuff.
The thing I find the most fascinating about them is usually with most groups of people, there's an entry point in which you can understand them, and you can kind of like, I don't know, you can find a level of empathy where you can kind of understand the point of view, and you kind of can say, okay, I see your point. And with incels and MGTOWs, it just feels like if you show them empathy, you try to show them understanding, they reject it. If you hate on them and you're mean to them, they kind of like go inward and they go, oh, and it's like, so I don't really know the point in which you connect with that group of people. I don't really, because like I feel like you can do with most subcultures and groups, like politically, you can talk to a Republican and say, or conservative and say, what do we agree on? Well, what do we think about America? And even if we disagree, there almost feels like there's an overarching like, I want America to win, or I want there to be prosperity for people that I care about. Or there's some level that you can relate to that person on. And with incels and MGTOWs, like unless you're in that group and you're 100% into it and you're going through the exact same thing as them, it doesn't really seem like you can make that connection with that group, because when we've done the content on them, what generally happens is they're like, you're nice to them, I don't want your fucking sympathy. You're mean to them. You guys are mean to us. You're apathetic to them. This is our everyday life. No one pays attention to us. Like, so I just have never really found an angle of approach where I could really, I don't know, I guess get on the level and a deeper understanding of them.
Well, here's another chance. Hey, if you like this clip, you might like the full stream, which I do every Sunday, more or less, over on the Pessimist Productions Patreon, link down below. Thank you kindly.
Every now and then, I get female viewers subbing on Patreon to
tell
not
me this guy.
This guy.
Sorry, let's hear it.
Not often, of course. Only 3 to 5% of my viewers are women, but this is something that happens at
shocking.
Times, they say. Rehab, I wish you talked about us as well. You say so in your videos, but that is not my experience at all. I swear I can't attract anybody. You're exaggerating the hypergamy. I appreciate the donations, and I don't even deny that they experience the BP to some degree, but really...
Here's another thing about these people. They have all this lingo and terminology and jargon that, unless you're initiated into their weird little world, it's like, what the f are you talking about? Like, what is JBWW? What the f is that?
I don't know.
What is that? I don't know what that is. Can you f***ing explain this shit? Can you explain your f***ing terms? I don't know.
Really in a different scope and extent.
You are exaggerating the hypergamy.
Okay.
Oh, no. Oh no, not that.
Not hypergamy.
Anything but exaggerating the hypergamy. Fuck.
My worst nightmare.
Point where it can't be.
I feel like I need a fucking translator to watch this.
Dictionary
comparable to male experience.
We need the incel dictionary.
Some of them say it.
Just be with women? Question mark. Maybe. I don't know. Does anyone know juicy booty white women? Hopefully. Yeah, I hope it is about juicy white women. That might be good.
Ethnic subs say, please make a video on ethnic women and how the ethnic women are suffering from JBW also. Like, they want
what
a
is
JBW
that?
Video.
Couldn't you just say it one time to maybe he did and I just didn't understand it through his accent.
From their point of view, right? Or we sub 5 ethnic women aren't getting any attention or love rehab. Why don't you make a video about that? Or even your viewers want the white Becky, not us. Or what you say isn't my experience at all. I don't have any orbit.
Hypergamy, noun, marriage into an equal or higher caste or social group. Okay.
And I asked them, how many matches have you gotten on Tinder? They are like, oh, Tinder is a shallow meat market rehab. I have never used it. Oh, man. What do I
always feel when I'm watching this, like, I have no foothold in the world of it. I don't understand the reference. I don't understand the sarcasm. I don't understand the humor.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't get what's going on.
I always feel like I'm on a different wavelength than them, so it's so hard to find that entry point to understand it. Besides,
because we've been listening for 1 minute and 24, and I don't know what the dude's talking about. Do you?
Not really, no.
All right, well, let's keep trying.
Say, man, what do I always say? Suffering is relative. It is closely correlated to what you are used to. That 50-pound horse story. For those new to the channel, the story is this.
Okay.
A man is walking with two horses, right? One is carrying 100 pounds, the other 50. The 100-pound horse drops that. The man takes the 50-pound, puts it on the other horse. The other horse won't move, with another pound on his back. Carrying 50 pounds is all he has ever known. It is like that with women viewers of this channel. For someone like me, of course, born and raised in these conditions. But it is a completely different world for others.
Well, guess what? That horse ain't worth shit if it can't carry 150 pounds.
I don't know. That was supposed to be like, for those who are new to this channel, this is how I explain it. You have horses, right? You have two horses. One horse carry 100 pound, one horse carry 50 pound. You take a 1 pound off of the 100 pound horse, you put it on the 50 pound horse. If 51 pound, he no longer move because carrying 50 pound, all he ever known.
I guess,
and it's like that with the women.
I guess it's around
like,
what I'm saying. You just don't understand their reality.
You don't okay, so the 100 pound horse is like the man and the 50 pound horse is the woman, and if you take 1 pound off the man horse and put it on the woman horse won't move because she's a stubborn but she's like, she don't realize, oh, it's still unfair, but it's less unfair, but it feels more unfair to her because all she's ever known is the 50-pound burden. She don't understand the 100-pound burden. Is that what's being said?
In the incel world, women always come from a place of just privilege because they're always gonna have more opportunities than incel men. And if women aren't getting laid, like
that's a good question.
Women,
is he saying horse or whores? I think he's saying horse.
Horse. Like in their world, women, even if they're ugly, still have the opportunity for sex because most incels have a very low opinion of themselves. They don't.
Right. So he's mad that ugly bitches get pussy, but ugly dudes don't.
Well, or dick or whatever the.
Well, I mean, I'm using pussy as just like sex, but ugly women get some, ugly men don't, and that's what he's bitching about here. Is that maybe right?
Okay. I don't know.
We're still just trying to translate this.
Also closely correlated to benchmark points.
What does this say on the screen? I could hear the monstrous heartbeat of the city on my feet. I was afraid to go on, but I refused again. I had to get in. Okay, so meaningless triple.
You compare yourself to. If you come from an upbringing where your every other friend went on to achieve great things, you will feel like a failure. You won't compare yourself to poor people out of your vision, out of your purview. You compare yourself to your colleagues, to your peers. And that is what happens with women viewers of this channel as well. They compare themselves to women in their own circles, family and friends. They don't compare themselves to you guys. That is one mistake.
Well, how could they? You can, I mean, like, if you're going to use your own life experience, like, that's all you can use. You can't, like, I mean, you can read statistics or studies, or you can look beyond that scope, but, like, a woman who has a family cannot understand necessarily what a male's incel goddamn nest is like. They're not going to understand that they don't have that life experience. And I mean, just like if you're an incel, how are you going to have the life experience of someone that has had 1 million sexual partners? You're not going to understand it, right? So it's kind of an unfair thing to even put on somebody. Like, you don't have the same life experience. Like, me and TJ are brothers, but we don't have the same exact life experiences.
Gives them the,
or do we?
The impression that they are somehow
well, you know a lot. You know a lot of shit I never thought you would, TJ.
Same situation as sub 5 men. They
I guess I do too.
Themselves, their female friends, and how they fare in their own social circles compared to other women. The benchmark point is their own female friends and families. Ain't some sub 5 rotting in his room, watching my videos, posting on Discord all day long. They think, oh, my friend is dating that dude, 6 feet tall, rich, successful, good looking. I can never have a man like that.
Wait, so is the contention yet again that so all the men that get laid are over 6 feet tall, rich and successful? Then explain every country and city I've been to, because I've seen short, ugly, broke-ass dudes that have families and 3 kids, 10 kids sometimes. So this contention that you have to meet this certain list of criteria or benchmarks, you call them, to have any success in life is bullshit.
Benchmark point is not some dude who's not even in their purview. And we do this too, guys. We do this too. We compare ourselves to what we are surrounded by, to our friends and family. You don't compare yourself to people in the comment section who have it worse than you. You're gonna remember I always complain about my family and people are like, Rehab, let me tell you something. My dad threw me into a pit of crocodiles. He said it would toughen me up. But you see, Rehab, it didn't toughen me up.
Well, here's the problem with what you're saying. Is
Can
number
you
one,
explain to me what's being said? I'm still lost.
Here's the problem with what I see. It's like you're saying, you're making a comparison to people in these comment sections. Number one, you don't even know the experience of someone in the comment section. You don't know the experience. Like, this online community is like, some people in your community are going to be people who are just fascinated by your subculture that really are not even truly a part of it. They just are like, what is wrong with these fucking people? Then you have the people that are deep in it that are listening to all this lore and all this shit. Because to me, it is lore. It really isn't a fucking... This isn't reality. Most of these people are not acting the way they pretend to be online. This guy is simply someone who is part of the community that's making content for these incels. Now, I can't pretend to understand all the incel shit. I'm not an incel. But I can see what he's doing here. And to me, what he's doing is it's basically just feeding the rhetoric of this community back to itself. But like I said, I can't discern for you exactly what the rhetoric means necessarily to them.
But what's going on in this specific like what's the argument being made right now?
That I don't know.
Okay. That's where I'm still
I just try to understand more of a general sense, because usually I find most arguments inscrutable.
Yeah, because we're at 3.5 minutes. Does anyone in the chat following this? Can anyone help us out? Does anyone feel like they can summarize what's been said so far? Am I alone in just being like, huh? What? Who? Huh? What's going on? I have no idea what the fuck is going on, other than just generally, like, beyond just like, women are spoiled and men are awesome, but we don't get credit for being awesome because women are stupid bitches. That's like what I get. Is that what's happening, or is that even close? The chat doesn't know either. They're all just like, we don't know. No one knows. Maybe the comment section will help us. Sub 5 female, less options. Sub 5 male, no options.
So it's basically what I said before.
As a sub 5 male, the best. Okay, so what they're saying, this is basically just, okay, I'm overcomplicating things. So all this gobbledygook, all it really means is ugly bitches can get laid, ugly men can't. And they're just bitching and whining about that.
That's what we said before.
Okay, so we're overcomplicating it. There's nothing more to it than that. That's just it. So there's no point in watching any more of that horse shit. Ugly dudes get laid all the time. You guys are just fucking losers. The end. Yeah. Scotty, go ahead.
Guys, look, if you have ever known a group of people in your life, a group of men, have you met ugly men? Yes. Let's just use our life experience. Have you met ugly men? Okay, I have met many ugly men.
Yeah, there's one right there.
Some people consider me ugly.
Yeah.
I get laid. I've been laid many times. TJ, people consider you ugly, right?
Yeah.
Some people do. If you've gotten laid?
Yep.
Okay. Are you fabulously wealthy?
I mean, I got a little bit of money, but no.
Yeah, I mean, like, now you are tall.
I'm tall.
You do have that. But it's self-refuting. You can go out in the world and see that this is not true. What these people have done is fed themselves a poisonous series of lies because they do not have the social skills and the acumen to actually make real, substantial, interpersonal connections with the people that they desire to have in their lives. And so what they do is they fixate on people who are unavailable to them. And so and at the end of the day, are lonely, depressed, and have nothing in life which they want as another partner, which is someone to share their life with. And instead of saying, hey, the problem has got to start here with me. The problem is the world and everything in it. And it's all rigged against you. And it's all, and look, I'm not saying that there's not obstacles. Maybe being shorter is harder for dating because you'll meet women that, a lot of women, I won't date a guy that's not tall. I won't date a guy that's not rich. But if you're telling me you can't find anybody,
I'm not going to sit here and bullshit these guys like, man, if there's no barriers to being ugly. Of course there's barriers to being ugly.
There's barriers to being stupid.
Yeah, there's barriers. I mean, like, if you're ugly, that comes with
barriers to being short.
Stupid, short. There's lots of fucking character traits. I mean, like, small dick or too big of a dick. Even
everyone has the point is everyone has problems. Everyone has a burden they have to bear.
Some people are very attractive, but they're complete and utter fucking unlikable assholes.
Yeah,
right. So I mean, like, everyone's got some. But look, the thing is, if you're ugly, people, maybe if you're an asshole, you can hide that for a while. But if you're ugly, that's right there. Immediate. So I get it.
I've known guys who are fucking super attractive, like great shape, go to the gym. You would figure those guys are drowning in pussy, and they ain't. And I know guys that are fucking ugly, and you would think would never get laid, and then pull more pussy than guys that are better looking.
It used to piss my dad off. I remember sometimes we'd be going to the movie theater or something, and my dad would see a fucking ugly ass dude with a hot chick, and he'd be like, "How the fuck did that ugly mother get that fine piece of ass?" I remember my dad would say that shit all the time.
Yeah. Oh God, yeah.
So I mean, like, it happens plenty. The thing is, it's like, yeah, there's plenty of chicks out there who won't sleep with an ugly dude, but you know, no fucking chick wants to sleep with a fucking bitter dude that's like, I hate women because they won't fuck me. Like, no one wants that.
These guys aren't even trying, TJ.
I know.
Let's be honest. These guys are sitting in a fucking hovel. You know,
they don't want pussy. They want to complain that they can't
dude,
get
it's like,
pussy. Got it.
It's like the joke Paul makes about it's like these guys literally are just like they have a fucking hard on and they want a woman to fall from the sky on their dick. And that's basically what they want at the end of the day. They want a fucking supermodel to fucking fall from heaven, like mana from heaven onto their cock. And they go, oh, it's amazing. And that's not how it works. You're not going to get anything in life. You want some advice, guys? You're not going to get any fucking thing in life sitting around bitching about it all day and what you don't have. You got to fucking get it. And if you don't want to go out there and get it, you ain't going to have a fucking thing. Shut the fuck up and stop fucking whining on the internet with this fucking garbage. You guys are telling me your problem is you ain't getting laid? Well, guess what? You ain't getting laid because you're only seeing women as sex objects. That's your fucking problem. Learn to respect other people, learn to respect yourself, and shut the fuck up.